dalam video ni, saya akan provide a little bit of commentary on the news released yesterday pukul 6 pagi 28 hari bulan di Singapura, our neighbour. Okay. So, kalau kita tengok headline dia, recession fears. Okay, maksudnya gawat. Ketakutan tentang gawat. Some businesses in Singapore bracing for troubled times ahead. So, it seems that kalau saya baca berita around Malaysia, these kinds of news are a lot more transparent than the news inside the country. And so kalau pada pendapat saya nak tengok macam mana living in the matrix, lihatlah Malaysia. Sebab there are too much confusion going around, there are too much positive thoughts going around, unjustified positive thoughts. So maksudnya kita masih berharap dan berfikiran positif, things would change, but actually things would change if we change. Benda akan berubah kalau kita yang berubah. Right? Okay. So, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, bila kita cakap tentang gawat, okay, gawat ni is an entirely big issue about economy. Okay. So, antara sebab gawat adalah wang fiat. Okay, antara sebab gawat adalah wang fiat. So, before I go further, apa yang penting sekarang ialah simpan emas, simpan perak. Simpan emas dan perak yang anda saja tahu. Jangan simpan emas perak dengan bank, dengan syarikat-syarikat yang menjual data anda. Okay? I have to be transparent on this. Because they would come back for your assets. Dan kalau kita nampak, kita pun ada banyak customers and those who are asking for consulting yang kenapa bila simpan emas dan perak, simpanan dia bocor? Ada sebab. Bila benda ni ada berkait dengan institusi-institusi kewangan yang tak habis-habis, involving themselves in riba, you are actually assisting them too. So, kalau kita tengok sini daripada aspek gawat, okay, perniagaan amat risau. Businesses are worried. Okay, dan kalau kita tengok, business yang impacted by gawat are actually small and medium enterprises owned by the public, owned by the people. Big companies are not so much impacted by this because their revenue pool is so much. Okay, maksudnya diorang buat banyak earnings from their businesses, big businesses. So siapa yang sakit? SME. Okay, so saya tak lihat lagi berita tentang SME, saya tak lihat lagi berita tentang apa plan Malaysia moving forward. But I can say that I don't think we have any plans. I think our plans is just to pack ourselves to big powers, which means that it would be disastrous for the public. So kalau kita tengok dekat sini, they mention that warnings about recession, amaran tentang gawat telah dikeluarkan pada Davos World Economic Forum. So saya tahu tentang Davos ni banyak conspiracy theories yang discuss. So bila conspiracy theory discuss, I think the best way moving forward is try to discuss with facts. Right? So I understand that Davos is kind of problematic. Okay? Dan mungkin perancangan bermula daripada situ. Alright? So kalau siapa yang tak dengar tentang Davos lagi, go research about it. Read up about it. Dan kita pun ada cover about these aspects in our classes. So kalau siapa yang nak join kelas, you will be happy to entertain you. So basically, kalau kita tengok warnings about recession appears in Davos World Economic Forum and Singapore News Outlet is mentioning about it. It's very clear there. Okay. So kalau kita tengok dekat situ, antara sebab amaran gawat ni adalah Russia invading Ukraine, right? Perang antara Rusia dan Ukraine. So sebelum ni bila kita bercakap tentang please save your economy, please save your gold, silver, right? Save your own personal economy. Ramai yang tak ambil pusing. Okay, I'll just be transparent on this one because I think bila saya nampak news ni keluar semalam, I think there must be a clear-cut explanation. Okay, kena ada penerangan yang menyeluruh, right? So bila kita nampak tentang ni, dulu orang tak ambil. Yes, orang kata ada perang, tapi orang kata Malaysia will not be impacted by it. Diorang dekat sana perang, apa kaitan dengan kita? That's basically the stupidest thing to say because there are certain things macam spare parts, electronics, grains, gandum yang flow through Ukraine. Okay? So, kalau kita tengok situ dia impact food supply. Okay, grains dengan grains, gandum, food supply, spare parts, right? Mechanical spare parts in particular. Most of these are manufactured in Ukraine too. So, kalau kita tengok dekat situ, more than half of the large companies and 60% of small and medium-sized enterprises polled by the Singapore Business Federation last month said they have been negatively hit by the ongoing Ukraine war. So, orang Singapura lebih faham tentang ni daripada orang Malaysia. And that's a surprise considering that we should be fast forward, right? So, nasihat saya, kalau kita tak faham, belajar and teruskan belajar and attempt to find a way out. Okay? So, sebab ilmu ni dia bukan datang bergolek depan mata, right? Ilmu ni has to be searched for, and you know, you have to spend, you have to put efforts, you have to put your thoughts, your minds into it. So, itu adalah satu lagi nasihat saya. Search for knowledge, right? Kita pun ada offer classes kalau siapa yang nak belajar. So, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, okay, Singapura berkata kita expect 3 to 5%, 3 to 5% growth projection for 2022. Okay, untuk tahun ni. Tapi, Singapura punya MITI, Ministry of Trade and Industry, okay, they declare that external economic environment has unfortunately deteriorated. Maksud dia dekat sini ialah, you can have your growth projection, you can do everything you want. Tapi global economy is not doing so good. Global economy tak cantik. Okay? And they declared this on May 25th. Okay, saya dengar news ringgit jatuh je, and a lot of people are concerned about ringgit jatuh. Try to look for the bigger issues, right? And I think as the people, as the public, we have to voice this out, right? We have to voice solutions out. And sebelum kita beri solusi, kita kena faham juga apa yang sedang terjadi sekarang, dan kita kena faham juga how the economic engine works. Okay? So, selepas tu kalau kita tengok raw materials prices, lead times for components electronics. Okay? Kalau kita perasan sekarang tak banyak advertisement about electronics. Saya predict 6 bulan lepas, yang siapa yang ada anak-anak yang masih belajar, you would be heavily impacted, right? Contohnya anak belajar perlukan komputer, perlukan laptop, right? Smartphones and everything. Kalau kita tengok, new prices for smartphone, for gadget have been rising by 25%. Okay? Ada yang berkata dekat kita, tak apa gaji naik. No, gaji naik and they stole it right back. Gaji anda naik, your salary goes up and anda punya spending power jatuh. Dan apa yang naik dekat gaji anda tu adalah untuk compensate your spending power. Maksudnya gaji anda naik, tapi mereka ambil lebih duit sekarang daripada anda. Right? Okay. So because rising of material cost. Kalau kita tengok di sini, kalau electronic components, nak dapat electronic components dulu perlukan 111 hari je. Sekarang ni 400 hari. Okay, I don't see these numbers coming from Malaysia anyway. So Malaysia, you have to keep up with the call, right? So, and then one of the reasons being mentioned here is rising business cost. Okay, nak buat perniagaan bukan senang. Nak buat perniagaan kena belajar. Kita pun ada offer kelas perniagaan pada siapa yang nak mulakan perniagaan emas dan perak. So, nak buat perniagaan bukan senang. And we understand this. And when we are coping with rising business costs, we have to be smart. We have to be intelligent. We have to implement business strategies. Right? Strategi perniagaan. Okay, di mana kita boleh kawal cost, di mana kita boleh depend on OPEX, which is translated to operational expenses, and reduce CAPEX, which is capital expenses. Okay? So, dalam kelas kita ada cover what is OPEX, what is CAPEX. So, and how to make use of these two. So, lepas tu, supply chain disruptions. Okay, masalah tentang supply barangan. Okay, semasa restriction pandemic was lifted, right? When the government lifted pandemic restrictions, retailers are quite happy because their items can be sold out to the public, because the public can now spend, and the public has kept quite a reserve of ringgit to begin with. And those ringgits were being spent up until to this stage. Okay? Orang simpan mata wang fiat. Kita dah berapa kali cakap simpanan mata wang fiat ni adalah very bad for you. Kan? Dan tengoklah dalam masa 3 hingga 6 bulan lagi, siapa yang rely on simpanan wang fiat, you will feel the effects. You will feel the effects. Effect apa? Kena belajar. Then only you can take actions. Otherwise, there's nothing that can actually save you. Save your purchasing power. Save your money. Save your currency. You're saving your currency now. So we are asking you to save your money, not your currency. Right? So, selepas tu, kalau kita tengok lagi daripada news ni, apa yang dia cakap, lessons from COVID-19. So pada saya masalah ni bukan berkaitan dengan COVID pun, bukan berkaitan dengan pandemic. So in my honest opinion, this is my personal opinion, it doesn't reflect the opinion of SBE Malaysia though. So COVID-19 is just a pandemic, right? But the root causes of this economic issue that we are having now, okay, can be traced long before since 10 years ago. Okay, masalah ekonomi yang datang sekarang ni, 10 tahun dulu kita dah nampak ada bibit-bibit dia. Okay, 10 tahun dulu 2012. Saya ingat lagi 2012 orang kata the world is ending. Okay, tapi pada pandangan economic experts, the economic world has just started to deteriorate and we would be seeing the ending very soon. The ending of the fiat system. Okay. Lepas tu sekarang ni kita tengok dia orang bercakap tentang digitalization, digital banking, digital currency. They have become so dare to tell in front of you digital currency. Sebelum ni dia kata money. Tapi sekarang dia dah pandai, dia dah guna the term currency. Because why? You never learn. Right? Because if you know the differences between money and currency since before, you would have acted. But, bila kita cakap tentang upcoming crisis 5 years ago, I mean, we can see only 3% of the population listen. Right? And it's growing to 7 to 9% right now. Tapi yang saya tak faham, why do you still have to go to the banks? Why do you still have to go to the financial institutions knowing that your savings are not even safe there? Kenapa beli emas mereka? Kenapa beli perak mereka? What is wrong with you? Right? So, saya dah cover sebelum ni, in one of my videos, mata wang yang anda letak digunakan untuk supply hutang orang lain. You have a part to play in that. Okay? You have a part to play in that. So, bila anda when you are funding these companies, these financial institutions, you are funding an evil. And that evil is growing right now. And it is going to impact you. Right? Like what's being said in this context of the news in Singapore. Okay? So, kalau kita tengok, dia kata, smaller businesses do not have the pricing power. Why smaller businesses do not have pricing power? Because people have lost their purchasing power. Okay? Apa yang sustain purchasing power? Gold and silver. Not fiat currencies. We know this. Those who have learned about gold and silver, they know this. Right? So, kalau you tengok, smaller businesses do not have the pricing power. Maksudnya, kuasa untuk meletakkan harga. Okay, the ability to raise prices without losing demand. Maksudnya, saya boleh naikkan, sebagai operator of a business, saya naikkan harga without losing the demand for it. Okay. So, this would impact profit margin. So, kalau kita tengok majority of businesses dekat luar sana, even dalam Malaysia, banyak harga sudah naik. And our people is still confused why harga naik. And our business operators, right? They have to naikkan harga sebab apa? Supply chain. Daripada peraih, harga dah naik. So kalau saya as an operator of business, I would tell you, if you do not know kenapa price naik, something is very wrong with you and something would impact you hard very, very soon. Anda akan suffer from the effects of economic meltdown very, very soon kalau anda simpan duit fiat. That's all I can say. Okay, kalau the mechanics of it, kenapa itu semua kita discuss dalam kelas, right? So because those are knowledge. Okay, so and then kalau kita tengok as the recovery from the pandemic continues, forward-thinking company stance will be to create and review easily accessible business continuity plans. So macam saya cakap dalam kelas perniagaan yang kita buat, when you are operating a business, anda kena letak plan untuk business anda at least for the next 10 years. Macam mana anda nak continue business anda? Kenapa banyak businesses kat Malaysia fail? Sebab tak ada plan. Sebab semua execute. Okay, aku kena buat ni, aku kena buat ni, aku kena buat ni. You are doing so many things without planning. Dan part of the problem is implemented by government policies. Sebelum ni dia kata gig economy. And right now, I do not see gig economy going so well for most of us. Right? Okay. So, siapa yang tak faham gig economy tu apa? You can learn with us. Okay, so, and then businesses should look to further develop, expand, and diversify revenue sources. So, siapa yang buat business, kena develop, kena kembangkan, dan kena diversify. Daripada mana anda dapat earnings for your business. Okay. Dan benda ni apply to individuals too. Benda ni apply untuk orang awam juga. Bukan business sahaja. Okay, and you have to be efficient. You have to control your operations and expense management. Anda perlu control bagaimana anda operate. Anda perlu control bagaimana anda berbelanja. Okay. So kita tengok bila restriction lifted, ramai yang dah berbelanja. Saya rasa by start of June and July, kita akan nampak problems di mana bantuan will be expected more and more. That would establish your dependency. Okay, you have to learn how to grow without having so much dependency. That's the first thing. Okay. So, kalau saya tengok dekat sini juga ada dia mention satu business dekat sini, Toko Toscanos. Toko Toscanos is basically producing luxury bags. You know, bag-bag kulit yang luxury. Okay. So, pada pendapat saya, speaking on behalf of the public, I don't really look at this company much sebab company ni buat bag kulit mewah, right? Most of people cannot afford it. Tapi, apa yang saya nampak dalam news ni, they are planning an expansion into Thailand. Dan pada pendapat saya, banyak perniagaan, banyak manufacturing, banyak kilang yang dah berpindah ke Thailand. Come on, Malaysians. You've got to realize this fact. Okay? So, sekarang ni macam kereta pun ada yang dah start datang daripada Thailand juga. Right? They can control the cost over there. Quality dia adalah export quality. Okay? Internally, our quality is reducing. Okay? So, persoalan saya ialah kenapa kenapa banyak kilang yang lari ke Thailand? Itu untuk anda jawab. You have to decide, you have to learn, you have to start acting now. Okay, so itu saja pada sesi kali ni. Kalau mana-mana yang berminat untuk tahu tentang Alternatif Ekonomi, untuk take classes with SBE Malaysia, you can do so. And you can contact us at the contact page that we will flash after the end of this video. Okay, terima kasih. Itu saja untuk sesi kali ini.